Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Kiki and let's jump into today's project. As we're making a crate centerpiece, we're gonna need 4 stir sticks without the handle, 2 of them without the handle and cut in half, 4 cubes or wooden cubes, and lots of handles, burnt umber and Waverly antique wax, some foam. Now let's get started. We're gonna take 2 of those long stir sticks and we're gonna add 2 handles to the corners like you see me doing here, because that will be the support. Yeah, the support for our crate. Let me show you again. We take 2 of the stir sticks. I'm just doing the little smaller ones, and then we add some hot glue and add the handles like that. Then after we have all of them made, we're gonna assemble it, and for that I'm adding hot glue to the corners of the smaller piece and just gluing it to the bigger one like that. And I'm gonna repeat on the other side. After that one, the glue on that one, it's dry. That's why I'm holding it. Hold it together, Kiki. And after that I'm gonna glue that one and I'm gonna glue the top one. Remember that if you like modern farmhouse, boho decor, couple of silly jokes, and seasonal decor, subscribe because that's what I do here. And now I'm gonna glue the top part, and for that I'm just adding more hot glue, and then I'm gonna stick it to those sides. After that we're gonna clean up all of those strings, glue strings that you see around that. They have lots of glue strings. And we're gonna move on to staining our crate. And for that, you know me, I love my antique wax. And we're gonna start painting it, like staining it. As you can see, I use the brush or the the sponge brush. On the side, I don't use the top, I use the sides because it's working a lot better than the top. I have tried it a lot of times and I just prefer the way that the wax applies with the side of the sponge. Now I'm gonna let you enjoy the painting because I love to watch people paint. If you're like me, this was the most amazing thing ever. Now it's not so much because I forgot that I was painting to the camera. But look at that, it's just so relaxing. Now I'm gonna keep on painting and you're gonna keep enjoying it. Now we're gonna completely paint it, cover everything, and this is how it's looking. Now I'm painting the 4 cubes using this stain, antique wax, and I'm just painting all the sides except for one. I don't know what's going on with my tongue today. And I'm just leaving one of the sides without paint or stain, like that, so I can glue them. Now I'm just cutting the foam, because the foam will be the bottom of our crate. Now that we have the piece, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add hot glue on low temperature. Yeah, low temp. Forget what I said. And we're just gonna add hot glue and place our foam like that and push it in. Now I'm gonna add hot glue to the corners so it's really secured. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna move to the feet, and those cubes were the feet. So I'm just gluing them to the foam like that. And then I'm flipping it over and using my burnt umber to paint that foam. And I just added the burnt umber directly to the foam and I'm just spreading it with my brush. After that, we're gonna let it dry completely and really nicely. so we can move on to decorating. But first, I want to talk to you about the host of this wonderful challenge. Now I'm flipping it and repeating the same process. Paint it all around. This is part of the DIY challenge hosted by my beautiful friend Sonia from Domestic Diva DIY. In the description box down below, I'm going to leave you the link to her channels and also to the playlist for this challenge so you can go and check everyone out. Now we're going to decorate it, and for that I'm using that pumpkin from Walmart, some of that greenery from Walmart, that leftover eucalyptus, those antlers, some mini pumpkins from Walmart, and this old wreath. I know that's weird, but hold on, we're gonna make it work. And I'm gonna use candles and this beautiful eucalyptus garland I got from eBay. Now let's get started decorating. And for the weird wreath, we're gonna take off all that fishing line that you see holding, you don't see it, but it has it, holding our straw together. We're gonna take it off, and then we're gonna start just unwrapping, something like that, yeah, between unwrapping and unraveling our wreath. And after we got the piece that we need, what we're gonna do is we're gonna place it in the bottom, so this will be our base for our arrangement. And it's a bit hard to cut, but you're just gonna cut a piece of that like that, and then just play around with it so you can get it where you want it. Just like that, start playing around with it. And then we're gonna move on to add our eucalyptus garland. And for that, I'm just wrapping it around, like making a circle with it like that. And then I'm gonna add my big pumpkin on top like that, but I'm gonna move it a little bit later. And I'm adding some of the candles, but I'm gonna play with those a little bit later too. And now I'm gonna add some of the mini pumpkins and my antlers. And I have to have my antlers for fall. I don't know why, but I need them. And now I'm adding some of that greenery to the corners, 2 pieces of that greenery. And I'm gonna add more mini pumpkins. And now I'm adding the other candles so it looks really nice. And the antler doesn't want to stay, but he's going to stay. And now I'm gonna add more pumpkins to the mix because I wanted to make it look like a beautiful, cute pumpkin patch. I wanted to go to a pumpkin patch this year, but I can't, so I'm making my centerpiece like a pumpkin patch. Now I'm taking some of that eucalyptus that I have left over from another project, and I'm gonna place them to the sides like that on the outer corners of my centerpiece. Just like that. Then I'm gonna move on to the other type of eucalyptus I found at Walmart. And now I'm gonna cut them like that, little stems, and I'm gonna place them where I need them to cover the empty or bald spots. Like that. And now I'm gonna add the other 2 to the back, and that will be it. You will have a beautiful centerpiece. And this is how it turned out. As you can see, we have here our centerpiece, and I just love how this turned out. Look at that, it's beautiful. That pumpkin looks really nice with those antlers, and I just paired it with my stacked pumpkins topiaries. And look at that, I'm in love with this. Remember that in the description box down below, I'm gonna leave you the link to Sonia's channel, Domestic Diva DIY, and also to the playlist for this challenge, so you can go and check everyone out, because I know you're gonna find lots of beautiful things on that playlist. And if you like modern farmhouse boho decor and a couple of silly jokes and also seasonal decor, that's what I do here, so subscribe. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you love it, subscribe so you can keep on watching these type of videos. Take care. Bye-bye.